Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming, and sometimes hair, so if that sounds like your thing, make sure you are subscribed. Also, come and follow me on Instagram where I post a lot of stuff you're not going to see here on YouTube. These are kind of my favorite videos to make. These are always mistakes that I have made in the past that I feel like I've learned from, and I feel like I really have to share with you. And today I'm sharing even more ways that you might be slightly destroying your skin without even noticing, or even destroying your skincare routine and making it pretty much useless. One thing I've noticed a lot, and I watch a lot of people's skincare routines, and a lot of you guys will post your routine in the bottom and be like, what am I doing wrong? Why isn't this working? And one thing I've noticed is a lot of people are kind of forgetting the basics or forgetting the very core of a skincare routine. We have so many products available to us nowadays, as I always mention in these videos. So many types, so many variants, lotions and potions, and they make us want to try everything or think we need everything as well. But this can often make us just forget the basics of a good skincare routine. So cleansing, moisturizing, sunscreen, the very basics, the very basics of a good routine. I've seen there's this whole trend of waterless skincare. For me, water is really important for keeping hydration in my skin. There's people asking if a serum is good enough to moisturize their skin instead of using a moisturizer. There's people who just use micellar water as cleansers. You know, we just need to make sure you're doing your cleansing and your moisturizer and your SPF. The very basics. It's just, you need to have those basics to build everything else around. Okay, this one is purely my opinion, but a reason you may be destroying your skincare routine and the fact that it may not be working for you is because you're using a for all skin type product. Purely my opinion, but hear me out. So, products for all skin types are kind of good for no one in particular because they don't specifically target anything. They just do the jobs they need to do. They put some fancy general ingredient in that could potentially help with your skin. But you know, if you're using a skincare product that's for all skin types and you have anything but normal skin, you're not really giving your skin the attention it deserves or your specific concern what it needs. This isn't to say you need to rush out and only use products that are specifically for your skin type. I don't believe that either. I don't use for oily skin products really, but I do use products that contain certain ingredients for my skin concerns. Let's take example Kylie Skin and Tiege Hanley. They're the male and female equivalent of each other, both very standard, good but very standard skincare. If you're maybe a lot older and you have normal skin, these are going to work for you. But if you're wanting to target breakouts, if you've got dark spots, blemishes, your skin is too oily, you want to control sebum production, you're dehydrated, your skin is flaking off, these one size fit all skin type products aren't really going to get you much further with these concerns. I always kind of refer it to clothing, like you have these one size fits all, and one size does fit all. But does it fit all in the best way that's specifically for their body shape? No. So like these all skin type products, all skin types can use them, but do they necessarily work great for each individual skin type? No, in my opinion. Let's talk about over-exfoliation. And I know, like, we all know about over-exfoliating. We know exfoliating every day is too much. We know you could be using too much chemical exfoliator. We know you could be scrubbing too harsh. We all know this. But exfoliating ingredients doesn't just come in the form of an AHA toner or a BHA toner or a physical scrub. Serums, essences, normal toners that don't label themselves as an exfoliating toner, and even moisturizers can have exfoliating ingredients in. The ingredients will often say gently exfoliates. I learned this the hard way last year. I thought I was being careful with my skin. Little did I know nearly every step of my skincare routine had a gentle exfoliating action to it, or a chemical exfoliating thing within it. So my face wash was gently exfoliating. I would use a exfoliating toner, then a toner that I didn't realize was also gently exfoliating, an essence, a serum, both gently exfoliating, and then a moisturizer, which I also didn't know had a small percent of AHA in. When you use these every day, even if you're not using your actual exfoliators every day, if you use these every day you're exfoliating your skin. And for me, it became way too much. I completely messed up my skin barrier. My skin was absolutely screwed for about 3 to 4 months. So, you know, keep an eye on your product. Things like, there's like apple something, which is a gentle exfoliator, tends to be fine, but there are other ingredients that work as an exfoliator, and for especially sensitive skin, it can get a little bit too much. So just keep an eye on those ingredients. I always like to finish these videos with a bit of a rant, and they're usually about YouTube, but this one is buying product from sponsored YouTube videos. Now, before I go into this, this is not to say sponsored videos are bad. They are not. Influencers should work with brands that they love. They should work with products that they love, and by all means be sponsored by them. It's our job. It's great to take sponsorships. If that means working with a brand that you love and a product that you love, 100% do it and recommend it to all your subscribers. But I'm going to give you like a bit of an insider thing here. Nearly every week, I'll get an email that's a company saying, we've got a skincare product that we'd like you to advertise. Please send me over your rates. I'll be like, okay, can you send me a bit of details about the products? Get me a media pack with all the ingredients in, which is a normal thing to do when you send someone products. You know, I'd like a few weeks to try these out before I send you any rates or sign any contract. And they'll usually come back to me and be like, oh no, the products aren't out yet, or we will send you products when you sign the contract. So a lot of these brands actually too have done this to me recently, where they don't even tell me what their products are, or they can't tell me what their products are yet they want me to sign a contract and say I like these products. Which is worrying, because this is of course not the way I work, but it's clearly the way the brand works, and it's clearly a format that it has been tried and tested and works for them. Meaning they will contact bloggers, Instagrammers, YouTubers who will accept this. They'll be like, yeah, like couple grand, whatever, I'm going to sign this contract and use these products and recommend them to all my subscribers, followers, whatever. I hate the term influencer, like I would never call myself that, but they're called that because they do have a certain amount of influence, and that's because you build up a following and you build up a trust as well. And it's horrible to see these brands then advertise them bulk a week later on YouTube, with nearly every male YouTuber advertising the same product at once, saying it's their favorite product or they love using this, when they've probably been using it for a day, because the turnaround to get these videos in and approved is so quick. You know, people buy products that influencers have talked about because they believe it's an honest review. And remember, just because it's sponsored, it doesn't mean it's not an honest review, but you need to be vigilant about the person you're following, basically. And again, I'm not saying they're bad or they're lying, but people buy based on what they think is an honest review. If I sit here saying that I love this skincare product and it was great on my damaged skin and it's great for oily skin, and you get it and it's none of the sort, it's kind of a bad reflection on themselves and the brand, and it could ruin your skin. It could completely fuck it up. But yes, just be sure that the product feels organic, that you trust the person that you're subscribed to. I'm subscribed to loads of people who do sponsored content, but it's usually from brands that they've worked with before or fits in with what they're all about. So yeah, that is it. That is a few more things that I along the way have learned and suffered from. So I hope that was interesting. Again, share what you think has destroyed your skin in the past, or little things that completely broke you out, and even how you solved it. Share it with us, share your knowledge. But that is it from me now, guys. I will see you next time.